Hello everyone. Today we are here to discuss the concept of loss of profit policy and one question which illustrates clearly about the accounting treatment and the adjustments in the loss of profit policy case. So here we have the question. On 1st November 2015, a severe fire broke out in the premises of Hardler Company Limited. The indemnity period lasted for 4 months, during which the sales of the company were reduced to 2 lakh. So remember, the indemnity period here is 4 months. The company closes its account on 30th June every year. The profit and loss account for the year ended 30th June is given below. So here we have the opening stock, purchases, variable expenses, standing charges, net profit, sales, and closing stock. So now let's see the adjustments regarding this question. The company took loss of profit policy for a sum of 6 lakh. So this is this insured amount or the policy value, which is 6 lakh. Sales of the company for the 12 months ending the date of fire were 50 lakh. So this 50 lakh is known as the annual turnover, which we have discussed in the last class. And for the 4 months from 1st November 2014 to 20th November 2015, 20th February 2015 were 15 lakh. This 4 months denotes the indemnity period and the fire broke out on 1st November 2015. Okay. So this is the turnover for the period of 4 months in the year just preceding the year of fire. An additional amount of 16,000 was incurred during the indemnity period, which is considered as admissible for the amount of claim. So this is the admissible amount of expenses that we have seen in the calculation. And also we have the savings in insured standing charges for 8,000 rupees. So this is also directly given. So now let's start with the solution. So we have learned there are various steps which involves in the calculation of loss of profit or the net claim to be lodged at the time of loss of profit. So the first step we have the calculation of a rate of gross profit. So it's simple to calculate. So how to calculate the rate of gross profit? That means net profit plus standing charges by sales into 100. So the value of net profit is already given in the question. Value of standing charges is also already given in the question. Value of sales is also already given in the question. So see here sales we have 47,50,000. So when we calculate the rate of gross profit, we'll get the answer as 15%. Okay, so that's the first step. Second step is a calculation of short sales. So at the time of short sales, remember short sales is known as the shortage in sales. So just remember this equation. Short sales is equal to standard sales minus actual sales. So standard sales means here we have the indemnity period as 4 months. So standard sales means the 4 months in the preceding year where the sales was going in a normal manner without fire. So we know that the fire occurred on 1st November. Now we have the standard sales from 1st November 2014 to 20th February 2015. So this is the standard sales. So before the occurrence of fire in the previous year or in the preceding year, for the 4 months of for the 4 months of indemnity period, this was the particular sales 15 lakh. And currently after the occurrence of fire and during this indemnity period, what happened? The sales were reduced to 2 lakh. So this is the actual sales and 15 lakh is the standard sales. So the difference between these two will be known as short sales. Okay, so that's the second step. Then we have the third step, which explains about the calculation of gross profit on short sales. That's very simple. Short sales amount into gross profit ratio. So we have the short sales amount here. We calculated. Gross profit ratio also we have calculated. So the answer amounts to 1,95,000. Now we have the step 4, the amount of admissible expenses. So normally the amount of admissible expenses shall be calculated using a particular formula, which we have discussed in the earlier classes. But now in this question, the additional admissible expenses are given directly. So we don't want to make any calculation. So we directly take the amount 16,000. So it's very easy. Now, this is the step where we calculate the amount of gross claim. Okay, so the amount of gross claim is equal to gross profit on short sales plus additional admissible expenses minus savings in insured standing charges. So gross profit on short sales we have calculated. Additional admissible expenses is given in the question. Savings in insured standing charges is also given directly in the question, which is 8,000. So we have the gross claim as 2,03,000. So the next step is to identify whether there is an application of average clause. So in this particular case, that is in the particular case of loss of profit policy, if the policy value is less than the gross profit on annual turnover, then we apply the average clause. But in the case of loss of stock policy, that means the first set of concepts that we saw in the beginning of the module, there the policy value should be less than the closing stock as on the date of fire. Since it is loss of profit policy here, if the policy value is less than the gross profit on annual turnover, then there is an application of average clause. So here the annual turnover is 50 lakh. So I have already mentioned it is 50 lakh and the gross profit rate is 15%. So when we calculate gross profit on annual turnover, it will amount to 7,50,000. And also check for the policy value. So in this case, the policy value or the insurance policy is taken for a sum of 6 lakh. So it is clear that the policy value is less than the gross profit on annual turnover. So because of that, what happens? We apply the average clause in this particular case. So average clause is applied to calculate the net claim. Net claim is equal to gross claim, that is 2,03,000 into policy value we have 6 lakh by 7,50,000, which is the gross profit on annual turnover. So the net claim of this particular question is 1,62,400. So it is very simple. Just remember all the steps and work out each step by step to arrive at gross claim or net claim. Suppose if the policy value is greater than gross profit on annual turnover, we know that there is no application of average clause. At that point, gross claim will be taken as the net claim of that particular situation. So I hope you have understood the calculation. So you will work out more questions in the coming days regarding this loss of profit policy. Thank you.